Okay, so I'm going to look for operationalization of wealth. If you think, well, he's kind of cheating because we've talked about wealth before. Yes, that's true. But partly because I want to leave you with some time to actually work on this. So we're going to think about wealth. Because remember, if we think back to our question, why are Danes happier than Americans? One possible answer could be that they're wealthier. So before we want to find out about wealthiness of countries, I want to go to CIA World Factbook.
Will you please report to the auditorium for your meeting with Johnston? Seniors, at this time, please report to the auditorium for your meeting with Johnston.
I'm going to go to CIA World Factbook. For comparisons, I'm also going to open this link in a new window. We're just going to kind of do this side by side.
Do we really have to start recycling in here now? Like if we haven't?
You don't have to recycle. I would encourage it. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not going to force anyone to recycle. It seems like a violation of your First Amendment right to have freedom of conscience. All right. Pull up countries here. And remember, with searching for things, Control F is always your friend. So let's go to Denmark. Oh, that's right. Okay. Hold on. It makes it a little different when I've split my screen. That's not cool. CIA. Yeah. They do this. They don't, not all of their stuff is cloak and dagger. Some of it's very much out here in the open and not all that exciting. They could have done this part better, though. All right, Denmark. Hold on. I'm not doing that again. Yep. All right, United States. Now we'll go back to our split screen. Okay, so I'm going to look at all of the stuff that's here in our kind of table of contents, which they also don't give you if it's split. So we'll expand this back out. Okay, so what do we think wealth would be under? Economy. All right, excellent. First shot right out of the box. Okay, so we go to economy. Which it doesn't actually seem to have taken us to. Nope, we're not doing that.
Brian, have you ever had a kid do that chair thing with it so that you let you smack their head on the ground?
Yes.
Was it very bad?
Yes.
Did they crack their head open?
No. All right.
Personally, I'd be nervous.
I don't know why CIA World Factbook is not playing ball with this. Actually, it's just flat not working at all. There we go. Nope. Okay, there we go. All right, so when we think about economy, again, one of those things could be GDP, the size of our economy, right? How much is our economy worth, right? The value of all the goods and services that we make, the stuff that we buy, government spending, investments, all that stuff. Okay. So for that, the U.S. is almost $20 trillion in the most recent estimate we've got. Okay. Denmark, on the other hand, their GDP is 326 billion. Does that mean they're a lot poorer than us? Sounds like it. Um, Sophia, why does that not tell us that they're poorer than us? The real GDP. I mean, ours is almost $20 trillion. Theirs is like not even 300.5 billion. So, yeah, like we have a ton more people. Right? So that's not so good. We need something else. Maybe per capita, right? If we think about the size of the economy per person, oh, well, that's like a closer comparison. But do we know that every American is getting this share of our economy? No. Right? Yeah. So yeah, that is a bit of a problem, right? Especially when if we look at a measure of inequality called the Gini coefficient, that the U.S. is a 41 and Denmark is a 28.7, right? And on these guys, the bigger the number, the worse inequality is, which means these are kind of problematic definitions of wealth. But right, depending on your variable, right, if I want to talk about wealth at the level of a country, right, then still probably that GDP per capita might still be the best I can do. And that would be an okay measure if that's you. Okay. But let's say my measure of wealth, I really want to talk about the individual. So let's try something. We can be very, very literal about this. Wealth operationalization. Wealth equity, that's not my variable. That control structures, managed wealth, business wealth, nope, that's different. Wealth management vision, well, that's client wise. And the social work, this is going to be problematic. Right? So, well, maybe one of the things you could do if you're not having luck that way is try switching over to Google Scholar. Okay. And then maybe try typing in your wealth operationalization. Turns out we get a lot of the same kind of stuff. Wealth inequality. Get this. Maybe this has got something. It's got some of our magic words in it. Guys, I don't ordinarily click select to accept all cookies, but this is my work computer. They know everything that happens here anyway. All right. So you could look at this. Right? But this was the kind of thing I don't want you to do. Right? Not that any of you would anyway. But if I want to continue to even check if that article has what I want, I'm up against a paywall. So let's try a different search term and let's go away from Google Scholar. Wealth measurement. Remember, part of operationalization. Sorry, I'm way at the back of the room and I need better glasses. All right, so what is wealth? Well, Investopedia doesn't sound like a good social science thing. Maybe good for some other stuff. World Bank Wealth of Nations. No, we're right back to the national level. But the government of the UK, measuring wealth on an individual level. Like, we can't get any better than that. actually, right, we probably, if we're going to find something like that, we want the method. Okay. So what does individual wealth mean? So I could use that net financial wealth, total value of any financial assets held less any financial debts. Right. That's excellent. Now, the thing is, I could imagine that Jazz might look at this and be like, how in the world am I going to calculate all of that stuff? Right? You're not. I just want you to know what you would need to operationalize your variable, how you would spot it, how you would measure. We're not actually going to do that. I'm not sending Rain out in the world to gather data on millions of people. You're welcome, Rain. All right. But that's what you're going to be doing. So I would highlight this, copy, not all of that. I would copy and paste it into my text box, cite the source, go find my second definition. Right? That's what you guys are going to be doing. Yeah. All right. Any questions? Okay, this is not due until the start of school on Friday. We're not going to spend all of next class period working on it, but we are going to spend the rest of this class period working on it. There will not be an exit slip. I just want you to tackle this assignment. Okay, get to it.